Welcome dear students, welcome to your own channel DIGITONUS, your gateway to digital education. Now this video is again for class 9th students, those who have opted information technology as an additional subject in their class 9th, subject code 402. Now in our previous video we have learned some further features, okay, and in this video, that is digital documentation unit 3 and the part 3 video, we are going to learn another features, another options which are there in digital documentation. Fine. So let's start with the video tutorial. Now as you can see on my screen, I am opening the same file in which we have already worked in our previous 2 videos. Okay. So let me just increase the view size so that you can have a better look. Fine. Now in today's video, the very first topic is about page formatting. Now when we come to page formatting, it means that we are changing the appearance of the page but not the document. When we say about formatting, in general formatting means to change the appearance of our document. But when it comes to page formatting, it means that we are changing the appearance of the page. Okay, we are doing the formatting of a page. Now how to do that part? Now look at the screen. Now to change the formatting of the page, you go to the layout option, the layout tab, and in that layout tab you will find a page setup group. As you can see here on the screen, under the layout tab you will find a page setup group. Now there are so many options available under this. Okay, so just click on this small drop down arrow, that is page setup button. You can click here. Okay, once you click, you will be getting a dialog box, that is page setup dialog box. Okay, now the first thing is that margin. Using the page setup dialog box, what you can do, you can set the margin for your pages. By default, the margin is 2.4 centimeter from all the 4 sides. We have 4 margins in MS Word in digital documentation: top, left, bottom and right, and by default it is 2.54 centimeter. Okay. Now if you want to increase or decrease the margin, then you can do like this. Like suppose I want to increase the top margin, so I have done 3.5. Now left margin, suppose I want to decrease it, so I have done it 2 centimeter. Now bottom again 3.5 and right margin again I have done 2 centimeter. So this is how I can increase or decrease the margin for my page. Okay. Then you can choose the orientation. Either you want a portrait mode or a landscape mode. That's all your choice. Okay. Now multiple pages, what you mind? Okay, normal page we only require. Now there is a thing that is apply to whole document or this point forward. Whole document means that the settings which you have done right now, that will be applied to complete document, and if you choose this point forward, means the setting which you are doing or which you have done right now, that will be set up for the next use. Means इससे आगे जब आप change करेंगे, you are changing to another page or moving to another document, the setting will be applied to that particular section. Fine. Now coming to the second tab, that is paper. Now from here you can choose the paper size, which type of paper size you want. By default it is A4 or letter. You can change it according to your need. Now width and height, that will come on its own. Suppose I have chosen the letter page. Now you can see the width is 21.59 centimeter, but when I am choosing it A4, now the width is 21 centimeter. So this width and height of the page will get changed according to the page size, whatever page size you are choosing. Another option is there, that is you can have a custom size. Okay, custom size is also there. Suppose you want to make your own page size, so you can choose custom size, but by default it is A4. Fine. Now layout. Okay, section start, new page or continues, whatever you want. Okay, header and footer, this you can also choose from here. Once you have done this, then you can do OK. So whatever you have made the changes, the changes will get applied to your document. This is a page layout, that is formatting the page. Okay, setting up the margins, okay, from all the four sides, then choosing the page size, either legal, letter, A4, A3, A5, or you can have your own custom page size, and then you can click on the OK. The same setting will get applied on your document. Fine. Now moving to the another part is, that is breaks. Okay, inserting page break. Now what do you mean by page break? Page break means, okay, to break a page, okay, to break a single page into two. Now suppose I have this document, and this document, suppose I have a single page. Fine, this document I have a single page. Now suppose what I want to divide this single page into two. After the first paragraph, okay, I have two paragraphs on this page. After the first paragraph, what I want this particular second paragraph will be shifted to the next page. So what I will use the page break option. So I just select this particular paragraph. I will click here. I will bring the cursor at the starting of my second paragraph. Now in the layout tab, under the page setup group, there is an option that is break, and I will choose that is page break. So as soon as I have chosen the page break, now you can see the first paragraph is there on the first page, and next paragraph has been moved to the another page. That is called the page break option. Fine. Now page break is generally referred to the distance, to the gap between the two pages. Like here you can see this is my first page on the top, and below you can see the second page. So there is a white space between. Okay, so this particular thing is called page break option. Clear? Now you know how to insert page break. Again I am telling you, like suppose this is my first paragraph. Now I am clicking on the third line, I am bringing the cursor on the third line and going to the layout tab. Again I am selecting break and page. So after the third line, starting from the third line, the page will get break. So now I have 3 pages in my document. Fine. Okay. Now moving to the next, we have creating header and footer section. How to create header and footer in our document. Now what is the advantage of creating a header and footer? The advantage is that whatever you have on your first page inside the header and the footer section, the same thing will get applied, the same thing will get displayed on the rest of the pages of your document. Fine. Whatever changes you will made on the first page or any page of the document in your header section, the information will get updated automatically in every page of your document itself. Okay. Now let's see how to insert the header and footer. To insert the header and footer, go to the insert tab, click on the insert tab. Under the header and footer group, you select the header part, click on header. Now there are some pre-designed headers style for you. You can choose any one out of the given part. Okay, suppose I am choosing the this one I am choosing. So that will get applied on my document header. It having a title, okay, and having a date on the right side, you can see. Fine. The date is there. We can choose the date. Today is 9th. So I have chosen the today's date. Now you can choose the title, whatever title you want to give. Okay. So suppose I am giving a title as DIGITONUS document I have written. Okay. So once you have done this part, once you have inserted the header part, you can just edit the text portion or whatever you want to have on your header. Okay. Once you have finished editing, just double click on the workspace where your main document is, जहाँ आपका main document लिखा हुआ है, ठीक है ना, आपको डबल क्लिक करना है वहाँ पे. Once you double click on there, the header portion will get deactivated, and you can see that on each and every page the same header. This is the first page. Okay. Now I'm moving to the second page. The same header with same information is there. Now I'm moving to the third page. Again you will find the same header with same information. Now suppose we want to change the information of the header part. For that what we have to do, just double click on the header. Header पे आपको double click करना है. The header portion will get activated. So I am writing DIGITONUS document unit 3 class 9. So I have added some extra text inside the header section on page number 3. Fine. Let me change the date also. Suppose I have selected another date. Okay, I have selected 10 September. Fine. So once I have made this correction, once I have made this editing, okay, so you will be getting this editing on each and every page. Now moving to the second page. Now you can see that the document, the header section has been updated automatically on every page of the document. Fine. Now how to insert the footer? The same process is there, same steps. Go to the insert tab, under the header and footer section, select the footer, and then you can select the footer of your choice, and footer will be there on your document. Fine. Automatically it will get inserted on every page of your document. So this is my header on first page, and footer, it consists of page number and my name. Fine. So I am moving to the second page. The same header is there with same information. Now footer section will get a little updated because we are using page number, so it's showing page number 2. Fine. When we move to page number 3, the footer section will show page number 3. So this is the advantage of using header and footer. Whatever information you are displaying on header and footer part, the same information will get reflected on each and every page automatically. You don't have to insert header and footer for individual pages. Just insert header and footer on one page, and on every page you will find them automatically. Fine. Now moving to the next topic, that is page border and background. In our recent video, that is part 2, what we have learned about the paragraph borders and the paragraph background color. Now in this video we are going to learn the page borders and page background. So first we will go to the page background, how to change the background color of a page. For that you need to go to the design tab. Okay. Inside the design tab you will find a page background group. Then there is a option page color, and you can choose any color of your page, whatever you want. So this is called page color. Fine. Now moving to the next, that is page border. Now in the same group, that is page background group, under design tab you will find an option that is page border. Click on this. Now page border you have to select what you want, box, shadow, 3D or column, which type of border you want. So I am selecting it as box. Then after this I am selecting the style of the border, and then color, what color I want, and then width we can select and apply to whole document, and OK. So you can see that you have got a page border on your page. Once you applied a page border on a very first page, the border will get applied on the complete document, that is whole document. So every page will now have a page border in the document. Clear, students? Now we'll move to the inserting images, okay, and shapes and special characters in our document. Now inserting images is very simple. Go to the insert tab. In the insert tab there is a illustration group, and you can use pictures. Click on the picture option. It will ask the picture that is already saved on your computer, so you can choose any picture. Suppose I have chosen this one, and insert. So once you click on the insert option, the picture will get inserted in your document. Now around the picture you are finding some round dots. Okay, so these dots are used to increase or decrease the size. If you want to increase or decrease the size of your image or a picture, then you can use these round dots around the image. Fine. And this option, that is a clockwise symbol, this option is used to rotate the image. If you want to rotate the image, so you can use this. As you can see on the screen, I am rotating the image. Okay, so it's getting rotated. Fine. So once you have done this, you can leave. and by this you can increase or decrease the image size. Now inserting shape, that is again simple. Go to the insert tab. Under illustration group there is an option that is shapes. Now you can select any shape you want, okay, any shape you can select and then draw it, okay. You can draw the shape easily, fine. By this you can increase the size, okay, and by this again this is clockwise symbol, you can rotate whatever you want, and the round dots around the image, that is used for inserting and increasing and decreasing the size of the shape. Now next is there, that is how to insert special characters in our document. Now special character means like we have @ symbol, okay, we have hash symbol. So these are the common special characters which you can find on the keyboard on the number keys above alphabet. So you can use those special characters with the help of shift key from your keyboard. Now there are several other special characters that might be you want to add in your document, but you will not find those special characters on your keyboard. For that, what you need to do, you need to insert it from the insert dialog box. Go to the insert tab. In the insert tab there is a option that is symbols. Under symbols there is a option, okay, symbols, and you can use, suppose I want to insert a trademark symbol. So TM is the trademark symbol, so that I have chosen and it's get inserted, fine. Next, suppose let me just increase the size a little. Next, suppose we want to insert any other symbol, that is like suppose copyright. So I will choose the copyright symbol from here. Under the insert tab in the symbols group, then copyright symbol will be added to my document, fine. Now these, if you want to have another symbol that is not there under the drop down menu of the symbol, so you can use more symbols option. Once you click on more symbol, insert symbol or insert character dialog box you will be getting, that is a symbol dialog box. So out of the given thing you can choose any symbol, okay, and you can use the option that is insert. So once you click on insert, okay, that same symbol special character will be added to your document, fine. This is how you can insert the special characters. Now moving to the next, we have another part, that is dividing the page into columns. Now what do you mean by dividing the page? That is not a page break, means you are dividing a single page into multiple, okay, you are dividing a single page, one page into two, that is not the part. Dividing the page into columns means that how many columns, the vertical columns you want on your page, and this is generally used for newspapers. As you can see in newspapers, okay, the information, the news are generally published in the form of columns, not horizontally but vertically, fine. So how to insert that? Now for that, what you need to do, you need to go to the layout tab. Under layout tab option you will find a page setup group, and in the page setup group you will find an option that is columns. Now once you click on this column, you will be getting some features from options that are already built. 2 columns require 3, left column, right column, more columns. So you can choose any of, suppose I require 3 columns on my page, so I will choose 3. So my page now will be divided into 3 columns. One is this one up to here, second is this one where the image is there, and third is the shape, okay. So this page is now divided into 3 columns. Now my file, now the text will be divided into vertical columns, not a single horizontal row, fine. This is how you can use. Now suppose you want to have more columns, so what you can do, you can go to more columns option. Now how many columns you want, suppose it is giving 1, 2, 3, left, right, it is there, but you can increase. Suppose I want 5 columns. So in the number of columns option I can use 5 and click on OK. So now my page will be divided into 5 columns. First column is this one, okay, you can see here first, then second, then third where the image is, then fourth is this one, you can see on the ruler of the MS Word, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. The page is divided into 5 columns. So this is how you can insert multiple columns or a single column or 2 column as per your own requirement in your document. Okay. Now next thing come, that is formatting the shape or image. So I am just making it a simple one. Now formatting the shape or a image. Now what does it mean by formatting? Again, means changing the appearance, okay, of the shape or image. Now so click on the shape or image you have inserted in your document. After clicking, you will get a format bar, okay, format toolbar under picture tools. Then under this format you will find so many options, okay. So picture style is there, so you can have a style, selected style. So whatever style you want you can choose, okay, from here. Suppose I have chosen this one. So this is means that I have formatted the image which I have inserted in my document. Picture border you can choose colorful. Suppose you want to make a picture border as a color, okay, so that's where you can choose it accordingly. Picture effect, shadow effect, if you want to give, so that will be a shadow effect, you can see here, okay. Corrections, suppose you want brightness, a little bright picture. So this is how you can change the brightness of your image. Different options are there, okay. So you can use these options to format the image. Fine. Position, where you want to place your pictures. There are 6, okay. Top left, center, top center, top right, middle left, middle center, middle right, lower left, bottom center and bottom right. So these options you can use to place a image wherever you want in your document, okay. This is called formatting the images or a shape. So for shape also you can click on the shape, you will again get the format tab under the drawing tools. Now you can use the shape style as whatever you want, okay, you can change it. If you want to insert text inside the shape, so right click on the shape and use the option add text. So you can write anything inside your shape. Once you have written, press the enter key and deselect the image or the shape. Fine. So this is how you can format. Okay, next topic is, that is up to creating and managing tables, okay. So if you want to insert the table in your particular section in your document, how you can add the tables in your document, how you can manage those. So this particular part, that is how to create or how to insert tables and how to manage the tables in your document, we will learn in our next video, that is part number 4, which will be coming soon, okay. So in this video we have covered so many topics, that is about the page formatting, how you can insert the margins, increase or decrease the margin, then alignment, then page orientation, how you can set up. Then we have learned how to give a background color to our page, then the borders around the page. Then we have learned the page break section, how to break a page into 2, okay. Then we have learned about how to insert the special characters or symbols in our document, how to insert images and shapes in our document, and how to format these. So in this video we have covered enough topics, okay. So if you like this video, if you have learned something, okay, what you can do, you can share this video with your friends and family members. And if you are new to this channel, if you are new to our channel, then please subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for latest updates and notification. So thank you everyone. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much.